Hello. Today, we're going to be looking at my MacBook. But not this MacBook. This MacBook. I just recently acquired this MacBook for the price of shipping. And so, yeah. It has a hard drive in it currently, and it has 6 gigabytes of RAM, so I'm going to put an SSD in it and clone my Snow Leopard installation on this MacBook over to this MacBook, so then I can have this MacBook dedicated for Snow Leopard tasks, and this MacBook dedicated for El Capitan tasks. So, first of all, let's unplug it from power, and the battery is not fully charged. It's not charging at all, actually. I'll need to investigate why that is, but so the hard drive swap is going to be, just a very simple procedure for anyone who has worked on these before. It's just a matter of taking out these 3 screws and then taking off this cover and then swapping the hard drives. Let me get a little more light. Okay. This might be the first time I've actually done a hard drive swap or anything of this nature on camera because of how insanely simple it is. Now, if only my iBook was that simple. So here's the old drive, and that can be used as a backup drive for this new drive, actually. And here's the new drive. It's just a 256 gig SSD that I've used in various projects. It will now find its permanent home here. Hopefully the screws that I have on it won't interfere with the, Okay, it looks like the screws don't interfere with the little rubber rails on the inside. So now just putting this back into place. And I actually forget what's on this SSD. But, yeah, after I get this on, I'll need to get this hooked up to this with FireWire target disk mode so I can clone the disk. So I will actually be right back as soon as I get this on and the FireWire target disk mode set up. So now I have that computer in target disk mode, and judging by the looks of it, it looks like this was a failsafe of 10.11. I forget exactly why I did this, but it's probably an extremely old. Yeah, I haven't used this SSD recently, so we can just go to Super Duper, clone Snow Leopard to this. Let's see. And so yeah, it's gonna prompt me for my password. So I'll stop the video now, type that in, and then I'll come back after I do that. Okay, so I have entered in my password, and as you can see, it is copying this Snow Leopard installation to my new MacBook. and this installation honestly isn't that large. I have, it's nowhere near as large as my El Capitan installation, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to do this, so I can then devote the entire 512 gig SSD in here to El Capitan. But yeah, I guess I'll come back once the copy has finished, because then we can explore the system a bit more. I do know for a fact that this is a 2.4 gigahertz MacBook, making it a late 2008 model, and that was the only model that they sold with 2.4 gigahertz Core 2 Duos in them, which are the fastest Core 2 Duos they've ever put into this type of MacBook. So yeah, I will come back in a bit. So, as you can see, Super Duper has finished cloning. Register later. And so now, let's rename this to this new computer will be called iBook, so let's name that iBook SSD. Oh wait, my apologies, you didn't actually see that because the camera's too zoomed in, but it's named iBook SSD now. So here we have the new computer, and I will eject the FireWire disk, unplug it, and I think I might need to do a PRAM reset or something, because yeah, it's a tiny bit weird, but it boots up and posts, so you know. I also need to set the startup disk. There we go. It found Snow Leopard. And I will be back when it finishes loading. Okay, so this is loaded, and yeah, everything seems to be intact. I'll just go ahead and change the startup disk to this so it won't have to search each time. So yeah, let's take a look at the about this Mac info. So as I said before, it is a 2.4 gigahertz Core 2 Duo with 6 gigabytes of RAM, which this is the fastest white MacBook they made, and then also this actually has more memory than my daily computer, which is sort of funny. And it's a MacBook 4.1. Let's see, it looks like we have a DVD-R drive. I don't think we have a super drive. Let's see. Oh, we do. We do have a super drive. Okay. Let's see, what else of interest would there be? It has the Intel GMA X3100 graphics, and this is a 1280 by 800 display. And yeah, everything seems pretty normal. Now, I do want to test and see if the optical drive works, so I'm just gonna put in a disk of my songs, and then I'll play a few just to see. An unknown error occurred. Yep, that is to be expected. Okay, let's just choose so it sounds like the speakers are working just fine. Yeah, and so is the optical drive. So yeah, I thank you for watching, and I hope you had a good time watching this video. And next time, I will be working on a special project with this. So I look forward to showing you that, and I thank you again for watching. I hope you have a good evening.